Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys another week of the UBL. The Minnesota Vikavolts taking on the Orlando Solgaleo, however you say it, and Sweet Banana. Sweet Banana took over for another coach earlier this season who ended up dropping out. The Death Valley Houndooms, I think was the name of the team. They're not doing so hot this season. I think they're like 1-6 or something like that, but nevertheless, their team is pretty powerful, so let's talk about their team really quickly, and then we're going to jump into the battle. We got Ambipom, Entei, Galvantula, Crocodile, Latios, Primarina, Mienshao, Registeel, Toxapex, Mega, Venusaur, and Xatu with the Steelium Z. Now, Steelium Z really doesn't fit a ton of things. I mean, Crook can run in, and, you know, I guess maybe Entei gets Iron Tail, and I think Latios, I don't know if it gets, I think it gets Steel Wing. Maybe Mienshao gets Iron Head, I doubt it. Registeel obviously gets stuff. That's about it, man. It's not really that applicable of a Z Crystal, but I think they changed the team a lot after they took it over, so, like, who knows what's going on, but big threats, man. There's some big threats. Entei being one. I think Galvantula and Sticky Web is always a problem, but I actually have some pretty cool options for that. I got a couple defoggers and hazard removers and things like that. One thing I also noticed is their best hazard removal is Latios. That's really it, right? Latios. And I guess Xatu, but their hazard removing options are pretty limited too, so this is a good opportunity for Aurora Veil. I'm actually not going to bring it, though. So let's talk about our team. You can see, again, the 6 that I'm expecting. I could see Toxapex mixed in there. I definitely think you're going to see Entei. I think you're going to see Primarina. I think you're going to see Registeel and Mega Venusaur. Latios is a maybe. And I mean, you could see sprinkled in like Crook or Entei or whatever. But again, I don't necessarily think that those are some of the better options. But here's what I'm going to be bringing, man. So I'm going to kick things off with Mega Beedrill here. And you can actually see already that I'm actually bringing some of our new members of the team. For those who don't know, if you missed the last couple battles, I dropped a Selgor, I dropped Mega Altaria, and I traded Gengar, and then I ended up with Mimikyu, Tyrantrum, and Mega Beedrill. All 3 of them are coming this week. So I feel like that was some good stuff there. And you'll see in this match, I think, why I wanted Mimikyu. I looked at my matches coming up, and I really felt like Mimikyu had some really cool matchups. Like, Gengar does well in this game, but I think Mimikyu really does well in this game, so that'd be cool. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it, man. So I got the B-Drive here, Mega Beedrill, Adamant Nature, enough speed for Lati. If he runs something faster, so be it, but U-Turn, Fell Stinger, Drill Run, Poison Jab. This thing mainly just U-turns out. If he doesn't have a Scarfer, we're going to just be amazing. He probably has extreme speed on Entei, something to make note of, so got to keep that in mind. But I have 140 defense EVs, because Beedrill gets so many extra stats because of just, like, the fact that it's, you know, it's so fast and so offensive, so you can really save a lot of those EVs. So I put them all into defense, so he actually has 78 defense here. So hopefully I can take those extreme speeds, maybe an Aqua Jet from Primarina a little bit better. I've got your boy Rhesus here, which is Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Robinson, knockoff, offensive, or more so defensive. It's like pseudo. It's pretty defensive. It's got a little bit of offensive prowess. It's got a tiny bit of speed, which is for Registeel. The nice thing is his primary Stealth Rock setter is Registeel, and he normally carries like Toxic or Thunder Wave, one of which I'm immune to. And I can just switch on Registeel pretty much every time. I can just Rapid Spin pretty much every time. I can hit it really hard with Earthquake and scare it out. I can set up my own rock, so it's just a really good matchup for Donphan this week. And his ground switch-ins are limited. Like, obviously he's got Lati, but in a situation where his team gets weakened, it can actually do a lot of work. Manaphy leads the league in kills right now. We're bringing back the Prince, baby. This is not the Z Waterium this week. We're bringing the just a standard kind of Tail Glow set. I didn't really feel like I needed Waterium Z because you know, he has a few things that are faster than me. I'm actually running max speed, so I'll outspeed the Entei, assuming he runs Adamant, because most of the time they do. So I actually outspeed his entire team aside from Mienshao, Galvantula, and the Latios. And, you know, the Mienshao, yeah, it can hit me pretty hard. Yeah, the Galvantula can hit me pretty hard. The Latios, not so much, right? I can one-shot that thing. But this thing is really designed to break down his walls. So his Venusaur, his Toxapex, his Registeel, his Primarina. If he brings like an AV Primarina, that's a pretty good set, I think. For him to bring. I'm going to have a little bit of a tougher time breaking through that, but nevertheless, Tail Glow, you get really powerful attacks. Psychic obviously hits the Toxapex and the Venusaur, and then, you know, the other options are there for covering, you know, Stab with Surf, and then, you know, Ice Beam for the Lati. I've got Jirachi here, Aster coming back again. This is another support set. I really wanted to get away from just support Jirachi, because I feel like I brought it every week almost this season, but it's really such a good defensive Pokemon. In this matchup, it checks Latios. It checks Primarina pretty well. It's a somewhat of a check to Mienshao, not really. It's a great response to Venusaur. It's just a good Pokemon in general in this matchup. Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, U-Turn, Toxic, so it's a pretty defensive pivot. I could Toxic some things like Primarina. I could U-Turn out. I've got Iron Head for flinch shenanigans. Zen Headbutt also is flinching, which is nice. If you bring something like a, you know, Rocky Helmet Toxapex, that's going to be kind of annoying, but I can always kind of switch out there, and I have some pretty powerful wall breakers like this guy here. Chomper making its debut, man. Adamant Choice Band Rockhead Head Smash. Dude, it is time to head smash, man. I've got a lot of speed on this thing, 204 speed, I got a tiny bit of bulk, and max attack, adamant choice, banned, dude. Yeah, this thing is an absolute positive monster. Nothing switches into head smash. Nothing except for Registeel. But I got superpower and earthquake, so I can try to remove the prediction game. If I think he could go into Venusaur / Registeel, I could just go for the earthquake, right? So we have some versatility there in terms of what move we pick. And you see that last move for Tech, Facade. This is actually one of my switch-ins to Entei, believe it or not. If 4 times resist Sacred Fire, if it gets burned, I'm powering off and firing off choice banned Facades, dude. That's some serious damage, man. In fact, after Stealth Rocks, it one-shots Entei. So, and Toxapex gets 2-shot by it. It's just insane how powerful this thing is. It's a really strong Pokemon. If I could find opportunities to get it in, with you turning into it, with Beedrill or Jirachi, whatever it may be, this thing can break holes through their team. And last but not least is Peekaboo, our Mimikyu. I love this thing, man. I love Mimikyu. I've used it in the past, and it's not like a Pokemon that's going to lead the league in kills or anything, but it's so good because you're guaranteed to set up with it. You have Disguise, so you're always going to be able to click Swords Dance. After a Swords Dance, I one-shot the Laddie. I'm going to 2-shot Toxapex with Shadow Claw. I'm going to 2-shot the Registeel with Drain Punch. I'm going to 2-shot everything, dude, everything. With chip damage, Shadow Claw goes in. And this doubles as a way to slow down the Mienshao. Mienshao is a huge, huge threat to me. I have this thing to discourage it from going from high jump kicks or drain punches or whatever it may be. That's our team. I'm gonna get connected here. Our game plan here, get those rocks up, pivot around with Beedrill, use Manaphy to break the defensive Pokemon, Tyrantrum wrecks things, Mimikyu comes in and sweeps at the end. That's the game plan. Let's do it. Let's jump into the game. All right, guys, we are connected with Banana here. Let's find out exactly which 6 they are gonna be bringing. I've got that Kanto battle theme. I've been using it the last couple times, dude, and I love it, man. It just sounds so good to me, man. I don't know. Anyway, keys to this match, as I kind of mentioned right before I cut there, it's really about pivoting around and just finding those opportunities for Manaphy to set up and for Tyrantrum to come in. I think if I can break through his defensive core, I should be okay. I really like Mimikyu in this matchup. I think Mimikyu can definitely win this game. Something like Mienshao is very scary for me to deal with, but I feel like I have answers to pretty much everything else, man. Like, Jirachi's really good against Ambipom, aside from knockoff. Like, Galvantula is a little bit annoying it's in some regards, but he has to make a prediction game when he's got to deal with Donphan / Beedrill, so there's some options there. So it's really like there's a couple different things that are kind of going on. So we'll see what 6 they're bringing, and that'll kind of make a decision about my lead. If they bring Ambipom, I'd probably lead Donphan. If they don't bring Ambipom, I'd probably lead Beedrill. If they have galvantula, maybe I'll lead Donphan just in case. Yeah, we should be all right. Like I said, I did a couple practice matches. They were about a week ago, so it's been a little bit, but I feel pretty good. Toxapex is very annoying. That thing is so bulky, but Manaphy can kind of break it down. And again, Tyrantrum does a lot of work against it with Head Smash, and then Beedrill can drill run it, which is nice. Manaphy can flinch it. Donphan can earthquake it. And again, if I can get up that Swords Dance, we do 2-shot it with Shadow Claw. So we have some options there in terms of kind of how we can approach this match. But it's really going to be just kind of a dependent on what 6 Pokemon they are bringing. The other thing, our question today is, what is your favorite legendary trio? So we're facing the Registeel trio. We're also facing the the Regi trio and also the dogs, so we can Entei Raikou. So that kind of prompted the question there. For me, I got to go with the OG birds. I really like Articuno. I think it's a great design, as bad as it is in competitive. And I think Zapdos is really phenomenal. It's one of those Pokemon that I've wanted to draft for so long in Zapdos. I hate that it's got a Stealth Rock weakness and it's a defogger, but I love the fact that it can just paralyze things because of static, which is phenomenal. And it can pivot out. I'm pretty sure it gets U-turn. Zapdos is phenomenal. I feel like I'm waiting for the opportunity to draft it like mid to late draft. I don't want to use an early pick on it, but if I get an opportunity to grab it mid to late draft, I will definitely do so. I'm assuming that Banana's doing their intro right now, so I'll do another quick cut until they're ready. All right, so we see our 6, and I pretty much nailed it. Really surprised no Registeel, man. I am actually blown away at no Registeel. There is not a switch-in the world for Head Smash right now. There is not a single switch-in on this team for a Head Smash. That is fine by me. Okay, so their core strategy has got to be to get up Sticky Webs. I have a couple different options here. I think I like leading Beedrill still. Although Mienfoo lead would be a bit annoying, so Donphan kind of helps with that a little bit more. Not too many great switch-ins. I don't want to take an Energy Ball on the first turn, so I have to keep that in mind. So I'm not necessarily sure I like the Donphan lead. Jirachi's like a good middle ground lead. I have to think about this because that Galvantula could be scarfed, but it also could be sashed. So I want to make sure I kind of approach this properly here. I don't want to go Donphan lead and then get bopped by an energy ball and end up with a Donphan that's basically in a really bad spot. Although I could, I think I have another idea. Do I want to lead Beedrill? Do I want to lead Donphan? Do I want to lead Rachi? Rachi's definitely like the least important member, and it can U-turn out on the Galvantula. Nah, I think I gotta lead Beedrill. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, let's lead Beedrill. I can always switch out on the Mienshao. I think Beedrill's a good lead. If they brought Scarfed... Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the Beedrill lead. If they brought Scarfed Galvantula, I don't know if I live Thunder. I can always switch, but let's see here. Scarf Galvantula, can I live a Thunder? I do. I do live a Thunder from Scarf Galvantula. Okay, obviously I run the risk of being, you know, paralyzed or whatever, but if they bring Mienshao, I have to switch because of the fake out. The potential Scarf there. I don't know if I wanted to lead Beedrill, but it's gonna be Fuzzy Wuzz. That's the Galvantula. Okay, so we're gonna Mega Evolve here, and we're gonna U-turn out. And at this point, I don't really care if they set Sticky Webs. I can spin them away later. My strategy doesn't really revolve around it, and I can spin freely later. We're just gonna go for a U-turn. The other option is Poison Jab, but I think U-turn is best because I cover the potential Thunder option. So let's just go for U-turn. If they want to get up webs, that's fine. If they are Scarf, they go for a Thunder, I can live it. And then I get my U-turn off, and I am gonna, break their sash or just straight kill them. So, and I have Mimikyu with Shadow Sneak too. So there's a couple different options. We have a couple different options there, but yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn. I think this was the right lead. I mean, Mienshao is really scary because I feel like it's got to be Scarf Mienshao. I'm really surprised no Registeel. That means no Stealth Rocks, which is great. So. Donphan's usefulness in this match, it really is to hold, slow down the Mienshao and keep the Sticky Webs off the field. But even again, Sticky Webs, they're annoying, but I can work around them, especially since my strategy is to win with Mimikyu, which 1,000,000% can happen. With chip damage against him, Mimikyu puts in so much work. Okay, so this is a really long turn here. I'm not sure what they want to do. They're gonna stay in, so we're U-turning this thing. We're gonna bop this thing. Let's find out if it is Focus Sash or if it's Choice Scarfed. I think I go Donphan either way, man. Yeah, it's definitely Sash. So if it's not Sash, it's dead. Yeah, it's Sash. Okay. Okay, so you have to assume this thing is going to... You have to assume this thing is gonna click Sticky Webs. You just have to. Donphan comes in and just Rapid Spins, and I can trade Sticky Webs for... Ooh, this is tough. And they have to worry about the potential of Ice Shard. I'm gonna take an Energy Ball to the face with Donphan right now. But how much does Energy Ball do? It's not gonna do that much, I don't think. I mean, it's gonna do a lot, but it's not gonna do it's not gonna kill. Yeah, and I could save Donphan for Death Fodder later. The other option is going into Jirachi and just U-turning, and then Jirachi takes a hit, but I think I'm gonna need it for Primarina, so let's go Donphan here. And I'm gonna assume the Sticky Webs are coming, and then I just spin them away. Energy Ball, good prediction. Good prediction. I'm impressed. That was a good prediction. I almost went Jirachi too. That was a crit too. I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't really care, I just Rapid Spin. If you wanna trade Galvantula right now, that's fine, because you know what I can do? I can Fell Stinger with Beedrill, and if you don't have a Scarfer, this game is over. I'm gonna Rapid Spin in case you Sticky Web. If you want to knock out my Donphan, that's fine. You know, that was a good play. I will give them that. That was a really good Energy Ball play. It was a gutsy play. It was a good play, but Donphan isn't super important on this team right now. Yes, Mienshao is scary, though. I will say that. Mienshao is very scary. I'm going to have to be very careful around it. That's going to be an issue, is the Mienshao. But good prediction there. But I just Rapid Spin in case they set up Sticky Webs. That was a good prediction. I almost went Jirachi, too. Almost went Jirachi. Wow. All right. It's all good. It's all good. I wonder if they would switch out here. I wonder if they would switch out. so they can try to get webs up later. That would actually be a pretty good play. I actually kind of just want to get knocked out here, to be honest. Like, I feel like they might just switch out. Now he's gonna just energy ball. Okay, that's fine. Alright, the question is, will my opponent here let me knock them out? I'm going to B-Drill. B-Drill's the fastest thing. Will my opponent let me knock them out with Fell Stinger, or are they going to save this Pokemon and go into something else? That is the question. I'm going to Fell Stinger, though. I'm Fell Stingering. If I get a +3, dude, we are going to absolutely destroy everything Soul. I think we definitely... I mean, we kill everything. Everything dies unless he's got a Choice Scarfer. Everything dies. I wonder if I can live a Choice Scarf Rock Slide from Mienshao. Maybe. It's 50% roll, so probably not. Would they save this thing? I mean, would you save it to take a U-turn to the face, though? I don't know if you can assume Fell Stinger. Like, can you assume Fell Stinger? I don't know. I don't know if you assume Fell Stinger. They gotta have a Scarfer. It's gotta be the Mienshao that's Scarfed, I feel like. It's gonna stay in. I'm gonna get the Fell Stinger. Alright. B kills Galvantula with Fell Stinger. It's unfortunate because I had thought, the thought crossed my mind, I don't know if I said it out loud, but the thought crossed my mind of just poison jabbing the Galvantula, knowing it wasn't gonna Thunder. But the possibility of it maybe being Scarfed was really the only reason why I didn't do that, but I guess I would have one-shot it. So I probably misplayed those first 2 turns, I would say. I mean, I'm sitting here with a +3 B-Drill. If they don't have a Scarfer, I win this game right now. But something's gotta be Scarfed. If Entei comes in, I'm staying in. If Mienshao comes in, I gotta switch. I gotta switch, because it's gonna be Scarfed. It's gonna be. It's gotta be Jolly Scarf. Entei wouldn't be Scarfed, doesn't make sense. Laddie could be Scarfed, though. I could see the Latias being Scarfed. My opponent, if they've learned anything from the other matches I played this season, you gotta have something faster than +1 Manaphy. You have to. Because otherwise Manaphy is gonna sweep. I've done it a couple times this season. So we'll see what they bring in. Like I said, if it's Mienshao, then I think I gotta swap. But I'm sitting at +3, so I kill everything at this point in the game. And if there's no Scarfer, then that's it. Because I can live a Choice Band at Entei, I'm pretty sure. And if Entei comes in, I'm assuming that thing is not Scarfed. Like, why would you bring Scarfer? I can live in Extreme Speed. If it's Choice Band Adam and Entei, I live Extreme Speed and I kill this thing with Poison Jab. So my hope is that Entei actually comes in. Because chances are, my opponent thinks Entei actually kills. That's Mienshao. Okay, so we have to assume this thing is Scarfed at this point in the match. B-Drill's too valuable, it really wrecks the team. So I really have to assume it's Scarfed. So my switches to this thing are very limited. I have to go into my Jirachi here. Which is unfortunate. I have to go into my Jirachi. I cannot risk the fact that this thing is not Scarfed. Or it has Fake Out at the very least. I gotta assume that it's got one of the two. So. And again, I feel like it's Scarfed. I just feel like it's Scarfed. But we got rid of Galvantula. Mimikyu looks super good. If this thing is Scarfed, it can't lock itself into fighting moves. It has to go for, like, you know, Rock Slide or whatever. So we'll see. I mean, if they go for U-turn, that's such a risky play. Like, I feel like it's either you... If I'm my opponent, you have to Rock Slide here, I feel like. Or Fake Out. If you have Fake Out and you're not Scarfed, you go for Fake Out. And now I know that it's not Scarfed. Let's see here. It's gonna be Knockoff. Dude, I'm like really surprised at these plays. My opponent is like reading me like a book. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm getting absolutely wrecked. Wow. I just don't even know. I'm getting like absolutely wrecked right now. I don't even know what to say. Unless they thought Mimikyu was coming in. I don't know how do you make that play though with a B-Drill sitting right there. I'm gonna go back in a B-Drill here. I don't want to take a big hit. Let me see if I can get some intel on that set. Mienshao. I mean, it wasn't obviously anything. If it goes for knockoff, that does standard, you know, offensive damage. The thing is, B-Drill, if it takes a knockoff, it's not going to be able to switch back, be able to take a, it's not going to be able to take a, whatchamacallit? It's not going to be able to take an extreme speed anymore. But I don't know how much I care about that. I'm going to go B-Drill. I feel like I had the game just won, and they, I don't know. That was a crazy play. Knock off again. Take that. Alright, I'm gonna Poison Jab. Poison Jab kills. What switched into Poison Jab? Nothing. We're going for Poison Jab. I could also U-turn, but I think Poison Jab's the right play. There's no proper switch into it. I two-shot the Venusaur as well. I cannot believe that play. How do you make that prediction and go for a knockoff when the game is right in your face and it's over? I don't know. Good play, though. I mean, my opponent's made 2 phenomenal plays so far. I can't fault it when they're making good plays, but I think what I need to do, it's toughy. It's tough right now because it's like, do I make the very obvious play now? Or do I stay in? Because like now it's like, okay, I've guessed wrong twice. And while it's put me on the back burner, it hasn't put me on the back burner. Like it hasn't, right? I'm kind of in a weird spot. So, kind of in a weird spot. But, I mean, if I can get rid of this, I mean, something dies here to Poison Jab. I mean, the only thing that might live would be, I mean, Venusaur could take 1 hit. Entei comes in and maybe lives and then can extreme speed me. But then the Entei is super weak. So, I don't know. I'm just really surprised about that. They are scarfed. Okay, so it is a scarf Mienshao. It's gonna knock off almost, I thought I was gonna get crit there. We're gonna knock this thing out. So B kills Mienshao with Poison Jab. I mean, props to my opponent. They had scarf Mienshao and they did every bluff in the world and knocked off into my Jirachi switching. I am blown away about that play, but it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. So, B-Drill still looks phenomenal in this matchup. It U-turns out on, you know, a couple things, and I just have to make sure Entei isn't able to extreme speed me. That's really the main thing. And a potential Aqua Jet Primarina. That's the only other thing that kind of puts me in a bad spot, is the Primarina can Aqua Jet me. But Lottie doesn't have priority, and I U-turn out on Venusaur and do like 60% to it. And, you know, I have a Tyrantrum that comes in. I still have a Jirachi, which can come in. And it can take, you know, the Giga Drains and whatever else, and U-turn out and whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on whether I'm in a great spot or a horrible spot because, you know, we have... Here comes the Entei. Okay, so we have to assume this thing is, you know, got extreme speed. I have to go Tyrantrum. And if my opponent here goes for Stomping Tantrum, I'm gonna just be blown, mind blown, if they go for Stomping Tantrum. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be really surprised. I'm gonna go into Chomper here. And if they go for Stomping Tantrum, my opponent is a god. That is all I have to say about that. I can see the Sacred Fire here, but I have a Manaphy, so it's like, do you E-speed my B-Drill and knock it out and get rid of it safely? I don't know, we'll find out. I'm going into Tyrantrum though. If they Stomping Tantrum, I don't know. I don't see how you can Stomping Tantrum, but I've been wrong twice already this game. I've been wrong. My opponent is making those big boy plays, those big girl plays in this case. So, wild stuff. Props to them though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that Energy Ball play on turn 1 was insane. The knockoff play with Mienshao, that is just mind-blowing to me because I think what they did, maybe they didn't have Rock Slide. Okay, so that might have been the issue, right? If they didn't have Rock Slide, then that's why they went for knockoff, because it would have put me in extreme speed range. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's see what this play is here. That's a Stone Edge. Is that a Choice Banded Stone Edge? It's got to be Choice Banded Stone Edge. Yeah, that was Choice Banded Stone Edge. So 89 out of 164. That did 46 to me. Yeah, and I should be able to live this one. So I think I head smash here. Or Earthquake, I guess. But I think head smash is the better play because I'm going to hit everything. The only problem is if I miss the head smash, I'm going to be a very upset individual. That would be the only struggle there, but I think I head smash still. Yeah, I'm going to head smash in case they switch. But I do live the Stone Edge. It's Choice Bandit Entei. That's Choice Bandit Entei. Alright, something dies to head smash here. So we'll see what it's going to be. And once this thing's gone, he doesn't have priority for Beedrill anymore. So I have to scout out for the Poison Berry on the Primarina. Scout out for the Bug Berry on the Lati. And Beedrill goes in if it gets a Fellstinger kill. Assuming that's not Scarf Lati, because he already had Scarf Mienshao. But yeah, it says Stone Edge from Choice Bandit Adamant does 45 to 53. I'm at 54, so I do live. That was one of those situations where if they... It was a 40% chance to 2 KO, so it was in my favor. But now we're guaranteed to live, unless they crit. I think if, I guess what would happen is if this, he's gonna switch, so if I hit this, something dies. JetBlue, that's the Latios. If I hit this, it dies. Yes, Chomper, that's dead. If I had Dragon Dance, we just won there too, but Tyrantrum kills Latios with Head Smash. Okay, so now they have to go back into Entei and click Stomping Tantrum. But all that's doing is giving me an opportunity to go into my Manaphy and click Tail Glow. And Manaphy against Venusaur. I can take a Giga Drain. Does half. My Psychic does 70 to 89. And then it puts me in Fellstinger range again. I just have to manage my matchup against the Entei more than anything right now. I just have to manage my matchup against Entei. Which Manaphy does. Manaphy just sets up a Tail Glow. And he can't kill me with anything with my Tyrantrum. Unless he has Stomping Tantrum. But I think if he Stomping Tantrums me, I just switch into my Manaphy. Or I just let the Tyrantrum go down, or I let Jirachi go down. I don't really think I need Jirachi. Like, Jirachi is kind of good for Primarina, I guess. But it's so weak and it doesn't have leftovers anymore. So here comes Bulby. That's going to be the Venusaur. Alright, I'm head smashing. I'm head smashing, because if you give me a Fellstinger again... Tyrantrum versus Venusaur... That's the thing, my opponent doesn't know that I'm Choice Banded. I could actually potentially kill here. I'm gonna head smash. Because Manaphy beats Entei 1v1. And I should be faster. And I can surf it and kill it. And how do I beat the Primarina? Well, if Primarina has Aqua Jet, that would be potentially an issue. I think I'm gonna switch out here. I'm gonna go into my Jirachi. Because Jirachi at this point can freely go for Zen Headbutts. And it's a pretty good switch into Venusaur. As much as I want to just head smash here, if I don't kill the Venusaur and he kills me, then I lose one of my main ways to deal with the Entei, which could be problematic, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to switch here. I'm going to switch because I don't need my Jirachi anymore. Like, I don't need Jirachi anymore. And I can start Zen Headbutting. Or just U-turn. But Zen Headbutt's probably the better option. Because any damage on anything is worth it, you know? There's the Giga Drain, that's fine. That did nothing. Should be faster. I could just freely Zen Headbutt here. And that's going to chunk the Entei for like 25, 30%. It's not going to be a crazy amount, but again, I don't need my Jirachi anymore. At least I don't feel like I do. I guess I should probably keep it for Venusaur, but we'll see what he's going to do. Because again, Tyrantrum comes in, and if he's locked into Sacred Fire, then Tyrantrum just comes in and clicks Facade. Alright, I'm going to get a Zen Headbutt off here. I got a 60% chance to flinch. Does 40%. He gets the Earthquake off, so I don't actually get the flinch, which is kind of annoying. I, of course, would not get the flinch. Venusaur kills Jirachi with EQ. Okay, so Jirachi goes down. That's fine. Let me just take a look at, see if I can get some intel. I think we just kill this with HEADSMASH though. And I think that's my best play. Alright, Jirachi against Venusaur. Let me see, how much did I do? I did, what would that be? It's 50, 55, 60, 65. So I did 35% to him. So he's definitely physically defensive, but there's no way... I don't think there's any way he lives the HEADSMASH from Tyrantrum. Even if he was max defense bold, I don't think he lives the HEADSMASH. So I'm gonna go into Chomper here, and we're going to HEADSMASH. And I believe my Tyrantrum is almost like as fast as my Jirachi, so I should be faster. So we're gonna HEADSMASH. So he's got EQ, Giga Drain, so his stats are split. It stinks that I didn't get the flinch, man. That extra damage would have been nice because it would have allowed me to not have to click HEADSMASH here. I could have clicked Earthquake instead. But he doesn't know I'm banded because I would have killed the Entei regardless. So I'm not convinced my opponent is like... Or I would have killed the Latios. Oh, maybe. No, I killed the Latios. Never mind. I didn't kill the Entei yet. I killed the Latios. Oh, he's got to know I'm banded. Actually, no, not necessarily. Max attack just kills the Latios. So not necessarily confirmed that I'm banded. But this HEADSMASH is going to kill something. Something just dies here. So it's a matter of my opponent deciding what they want to sacrifice. And the Venusaur's at, let's say, 65. Entei's banded, and we haven't seen Primarina yet. I'm assuming it's Assault Vest. And if it's Assault Vest, it could have Aqua Jet, which could be problematic because that might be kind of an issue for my Beedrill. There's an update for my thing. Alright, good, we hit it. This will knock it out. Good job, Tyrantrum. Good job, buddy. Tyrantrum kills Venusaur with HEADSMASH. Okay, so he has to have Stomping Tantrum on his Entei to kill me at this point. I can just go into my Manaphy. And Manaphy is free to Tail Glow. Or I let him attack me. And if he doesn't have would he have Stomping Tantrum? Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Stomping Tantrum, Rocks. He's got to have Stomping Tantrum. So I think I go Manaphy. Because I think Manaphy can take 2 Stone Edges. Manaphy's pretty bulky. Yeah, Manaphy can take 2 Stone Edges because of leftovers. It does. It's a 1.2% chance to 2 KO after leftovers. Surf kills. I can freely Tail Glow. And if Manaphy goes down and he is locked into something other than... Does Beedrill one-shot Entei with Poison Jab? No, it doesn't. Okay, Entei comes back in. Okay, I think I go Manaphy here because all I need is just a little bit of damage on this Entei. I don't need a ton. I feel like he has to Stomping Tantrum. And if he doesn't, then I have a couple different things I can go into. I mean, I can also go Mimikyu here. But I think going into Manaphy is the right play because I can just Tail Glow or Surf. And I'm faster. So, I just go Manaphy here. Because Tyrantrum's going to kill the Primarina. So I feel like he's going to Stomping Tantrum here. Which is obviously weaker than Stone Edge. There's the Iron Head. Not sure about that play. Going for a flinch and it's super effective. Got it. Okay, I just have to click Tail Glow now. Yeah, I just clicked Tail Glow. And we should be able to beat the Primarina. I'm going to Tail Glow. The only question is, like, do I... like, what do I do? I'm doing like 50 to 60 to a not so bulky Prim, so do I go +6? No. I think we just go +3 and Psychic twice. If I had Energy Ball, we definitely do it, but I think I just gotta do that, because I can take an Energy Ball. If it's not Specs, I'm taking like 50% if it's max special attack. The problem is if it's Assault Vest, that's where things get a little tricky. If it's an Assault Vest set, it is a little bit trickier for me. Because I'm really not, I'm doing like 30 to 40% with Psychic, but Mimikyu comes in and it can set up, so it's okay. And this thing, I mean, it's really gonna have to Energy Ball me here, and I should be able to live any hit. I can live in Energy Ball, and I can still do 30, 40% to him. Is there any reason for me to do anything other than that? No, I think we just Psychic. I wish I had Energy Ball because I 2-shot him, but even if he was AV, but I actually went with Psychic because it kind of helped with the coverage against his team. But either way, if he's not Assault Vest, this is a chance to 2-shot. It should 2-hit KO if it's an offensive variant. And then I just have to manage the Entei. Okay, so that doesn't do a whole lot. Here comes the Energy Ball. So that's definitely Assault Vest. I'm going to eat the hit, though. And force him to Energy Ball again. And I'm going to put him in a range where I can bring in Tyrantrum and knock him out. So I'm going to Psychic again. There's no reason for me to save Manaphy at this point, I don't feel like. I mean, I guess I could go Mimikyu, but I don't want to do that. I'm really concerned about Aqua Jet. I'm going to be honest. I am very concerned about Aqua Jet on this thing. So I don't want to go Beedrill. As straightforward as it would be to just go Beedrill, I just don't think that's the right play. So, yeah, so we're going to knock him down pretty low. And then he's going to kill me with Moonblast. Okay, so Primarina kills Manaphy with Moonblast. Okay, I got him pretty low, though. So I've seen Moonblast. I've seen Energy Ball. Okay. I feel like he's got to have it. So I believe my Tyrantrum's going to be faster. I can bring it in and I can Earthquake. And that'll kill. Is there any instance of this Primarina? There's no way this thing is faster, I feel like. Yeah, naturally I'm faster. I have a lot of speed. Earthquake will kill. I'm gonna go into I think I'm gonna go into Tyrantrum. I mean, the other option is I go Mimikyu here, but if he has Aqua Jet, then he breaks my thing, and that's not cool. That forces the if I Earthquake, that forces the Entei to go for Stomping Tantrum. And then between Beedrill and Mimikyu, I can beat him. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Entei here. I mean, obviously there's a chance this Primarina is faster than me, but he would have to be Jolly like max speed. So I'm just gonna Earthquake here. I just don't anticipate him being Jolly max speed. I really don't think so. Like he would have to be so fast to outspeed me here. And I just think the fact that he's an Assault Vest set, I mean, he has to be, yeah, he has to be Jolly and almost max speed. There's just no way, considering the damage he took from the Manaphy. So Earthquake will kill here. It does about 60 to 70%, so even a max HP Primarina isn't going to take that. And that'll also put us in a situation where we can kill the Entei coming in and I don't have to head smash. Then the Entei has to come in. It has to either hit a Stone Edge crit or it has to Iron Head flinch me to death. I guess that's the situation. But then Beedrill comes in, it Poison Jobs. Yeah, we're going to knock him out. So Tyrantrum kills Primarina with EQ. Okay, so here's what we do, right? So he has to go for Iron Head here. He has to go for Iron Head here. Mimikyu against Entei. I'm actually not going to be faster. So I believe Poison Jab plus 2 Shadow Sneaks will kill. So I'm going to Earthquake here. He's going to kill me with that Iron Head. Then I go into Beedrill. And I'm going to Poison Jab. And then I'm going to Shadow Sneak twice and win the game, hopefully. That's the plan. That way I avoid the potential of flinches from Iron Head. And that should put us in a 1-0 win. Unless he's not banded for some reason, but he has, like, based on the damage I took earlier on this Tyrantrum, I feel like he's got to be choice banded because he can't get that much damage off on me with an Entei if he's not banded, I feel like. Like, Stone Edge without a band does 35 max, and he did, you know, he did 46 to me. So he is going to Iron Head me. This is going to kill. Entei kills Tyrantrum with Iron Head. Okay, so we're going to go... I'm going to go Beedrill first and Poison Jab first. I guess I could Drill Run too, but Drill Run could miss. And I think Poison Jab actually does the same, yeah. So we're going to Beedrill first. And we're gonna Poison Jab. Okay, so we're gonna Poison Jab. And that's gonna do 67 to 80%. So it's gonna do a good chunk. And that's gonna put us in a situation where 2 Shadow Sneaks will kill. And I'm gonna Shadow Sneak, not Shadow Claw, because of the potential flinch. Because if he's max speed, he would actually be faster than my Mimikyu, because I'm adamant. So I Shadow Sneak, he breaks my disguise with Iron Head, I Shadow Sneak again, and we win the game. That's my plan here. So I think we're good. Poison Jab comes off. This is gonna do 60 to 80% roughly. It gets the poison, that's gonna help us. And Entei's gonna kill. Okay, Entei kills Beedrill with Iron Head. And he's gonna take some poison damage. That might make it so maybe you can just kill here. I don't think it's gonna make a difference in the battle, but it's, you know, I think we would have had it. But I gotta give my opponents some serious props. They played this game incredibly well. We're going to Shadow Sneak, not Shadow Claw. They played this game incredibly well. They made some really, really good predictions. So just props to my opponent, but Mimikyu kills Entei with Shadow Sneak. And we're gonna win 1-0. So props to my opponent again. I cannot give them more, you know, enough credit. Like, they did such a great job with the predictions. They really made some good plays early game. And I mean, they honestly, like, that Mienshao play I understand now because they probably didn't have Rock Slide. So by going for knockoff, it was kind of like, okay, if they switch, it's a great play. If they don't switch, I hit the Beedrill for a big chunk, and then Entei can revenge with extreme speed. There was some good predictions though. That energy ball on Galvantula at the beginning was pretty crazy, and whatever else. But Tyrantrum got what, 3 kills, dude? Newest member of the team. Beedrill got 2 kills, and then Mimikyu got a kill. How fitting is it that the 3 new members in the squad all got kills in this match? I'm just saying, it's pretty awesome. I hope you guys are happy with the changes I made. Thank you so much for watching this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for another battle in the UBL. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one. And be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.